today. However, y'all know I love to start off with this. Today is a good damn day to be me. You know what? Every day is a good damn day to be me. I believe it. I live it. I be it 24/7, 365, and I demand it back from others. And what I mean by I demand that back from others, I demand others to allow me to be me, because I allow everyone else to be who they really truly are, or who they really truly would like to be. So I want each of us on this call, you could unmute yourself or leave yourself muted, however you would like to do that. But I want you all to repeat this with me. Today is a good damn day to be me. No, every day is a good damn day to be me. Believe that, be that, feel that, and never allow anyone to ever take that away from you or tell you that it's not okay to be you. I like this saying that I read it somewhere: be yourself. Everybody else is taken. And I really, really ascribe to that, and I aspire to do that. Sometimes it is difficult understanding how some people are. It's never difficult allowing people to be who they are, because it's not about allowing. People are who they are. There's some good folks in the world, and there are some bad folks in the world. There are, at a soul level, there's some beautiful folks in the world, and there are some evil, despicable, and ugly folks at a soul level in the world. There are, on all levels, there are wealthy folks, and on all levels, there are folks that are not wealthy. Regardless of any of those, everyone has the right to be exactly who you are, or who you desire to be. With that, want to talk about a little incident that I had yesterday. Before I get into the class, I want to talk about an incident I had yesterday while I was registering my car. I had to go get a small check, and then I had to go stand in a line at DMV. And I got there early. You know, I'm a 16/7, so if the building open up at 8 o'clock, I'm there at 7:15, because I want to be the first one in and the first one out. I happened to get there about 7:30-ish, and there was another person that was in front of me. So I was the second person in line. Now, I'm outside, you guys. I'm not in a building, and there was no one within, I would say, 10 feet of me, let alone just 6. There was no one within 10 feet of me. And a Karen came out of the building. And of all of the people that were standing outside, Karen decided that she wanted to come and ask me some personal medical information. Now, the first thing she talked about was this thing right here. I know y'all probably won't be able to see it too well, but this is my mask. Y'all see this? This is my mask that I wear out in public. It's a piece of cloth that I cut out of a t-shirt. First thing she comes and she's pointing and looking and had that look about I don't have a mask, and I calmly, I clapped her back, but I did it in a way she wasn't expecting. I calmly let her know that, first of all, there is no mask mandate when you're outside. I don't care where you are. I've never heard of a mask mandate for anyone that is outside. And folks are at least 6 feet away from me. We're all out here at least 6 feet apart. If not, some of us are 10 feet apart. So as soon as I come in your building, I will make sure that I have a mask on so that no one says anything to me. Then she made reference to my vaccination status, and I laughed at her. I laughed at her, and I told her, I said, I'll tell you what, I will tell you some of my personal medical information that is none of your business, and I will divulge to you my vaccine status if you tell me when your last pap smear was and what the results were.
What was her response?
When I tell you she turned, do you guys have a button on your Zoom box that says live up in the corner?
Yes.
See how red that is? She turned redder than that. And she was getting ready to turn around. There were some guys that were registering their motorcycles and their ATVs and their off-road vehicles that were sitting in the parking lot. They're about 25 feet away from me. And when they heard me tell her that, they started clapping like bravo, motherfucker, bravo.
Yeah, mind your business. I mean, who are you? I mean, come on.
You know, and one guy even walked up and gave me a fist pump. He was like, right on, bro, right on. I mean, really? You want to know my personal medical information? Okay, tell me some of yours. She was so blown away. And I said, best thing for you to do is go right back in there into your safe zone. Go back inside into your safe zone where you have power to dictate to people. I said, you have no power to dictate to me outside of your building. So when I come in your building, I'll be regulated and everything that I have to have, I'll do it. But until then, just move back on inside and get ready for your busy day of work. Because as I'm seeing all these people behind me, y'all gonna be busy today. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I want to ask anybody on the call have any type of nonsense like that happen to them recently or during this pandemic. Now's the time to share your story.
No, I haven't. I went to the supermarket and I didn't have my mask, and no one said anything, but just eyes just glaring on me. And then I had to find me a mask. It was in my car. So
Absolutely.
Just went back. My God, people just like, take care of you. You know, take care of yourself. Don't worry about me. I'm good. Thank you.
Right. So I just encourage each and every one of us to make the best decision for yourself. Do not feel pressured or obligated to do anything one way or another. Trust your intuition and build up your immune system, and you guys will be fine. Everybody will be fine. Make your own decision. I'm not for or against anything. I don't know what's going on with the current available and approved remedies. I just don't know. So until I know more about them, I'm not going to partake, but that's my personal choice. I'm not telling anybody to do anything other than make the best decision for yourself. All right. All right. All right. So today, this is Master Self Numerology, Plane of Expression number 2, January 13th, 2022, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, our regular Thursday class. We are in the planes of expressions by the numbers. Today is plane number 2, which means the number 2 on either any of these planes. On any of the planes, 2 is an emotional number. Think about it. Think about it. Think about what we already know about the number 2. The numbers don't change regardless of where they are. Some have extra or more essential meaning. However, they never change no matter what position that they're in. So think about the things that we already know about the number 2. And that will let you know why it's emotional. The number 2 is all about harmony, balance, association, consideration, compromise, mediation, partnership, relationship. All of that is emotional. Dealing with someone other than your own ass. I don't care how detached, how compartmentalized you could be. Dealing with somebody else brings in emotion. You walk around and you do business by yourself and you live by yourself and you congregate by yourself, you still deal with emotion. 2, the number 2 is an emotional number on all planes. Now, after I get through all of this, we're going to do this now. Look at the contour. I want everybody that is able, write down the number 2. Write it down numerically, and then draw a line, and then write it out TWO. Now look at the contour of the number 2. Look at the base of the number 2. It's a solid base. It's solid. You could see the harmony. You could see the balance. You could see the compromise. You could see the consideration. It's just, it's there. No matter what you hit the 2 with, it can bend back, but that base is going to hold it up. That's the emotion. It'll bend and then snap back right up into. That's the power of the 2. Anybody that has strong 2 energy, I know someone on here is 23-5. That's strong 2 energy. I got 28-10-1 in my name. On any of those major positions, if you have a 2 in there, you are resilient. You can take the wind, and when the wind is over, boing, you bounce right back up. Yes, 11-2. Yes, definitely. Definitely. In fact, with an 11-2, the wind, you use the wind like a skier. You see these 2 ones? Boom, them are your poles, and you 11-2 can navigate even smoother than a straight 2 or a 2-0-2. The 11-2 can navigate, and the 11-2 has something to fend off. If you're headed for a tree, you don't have to hit the tree. You can put one of them ones in front of you. 2 is emotional. 2 is all about balance. It's all about harmony. It's all about mediation. Start arguing with a 2. They are natural at just bringing the level from here, just now, if they are unaligned or not cosmically aligned or operating in their low level nature, then they will go to the other extreme. It's all or nothing for the two. It's all, and in their mind, the all is balance. The all is balance. So either we're going to balance, we're going to have a nice conversation, or I'm shutting up. Or I'm going to do something to make you want to just leave. Yeah. Yeah. The two is all about harmony, peace, and bliss. So wherever you have it at, wherever you have that two at, that two is going to soften the other number that's with it. 23. That two is softening the open for anything of the three. I have 28. The two balances that authoritative energy, makes me a little more fair with my authority, fair with my power. See what I'm saying? The two, when it's in the front, causes balance. Now, when the two is behind the number, it's going to bend and be like, the two is just going to hold on, because the two has to be a part of something. The two has to be a part of something. Any questions, any comments? Nope. All right.
I don't think I have any twos in my name.
Yeah, you do. You got two in Herbert.
Oh, okay.
Two twos in Herbert.
Okay. I don't have that number chart you gave me. So
Huh?
I don't have that number chart you gave me.
The one that I talked you through on Tuesday?
Yeah.
What happened to it?
It's home, of course. Of course.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Honeybee, will you type in the numerology chart, the AJS1, BKT2 for Jolene, please? Thank you. Now, number two on any plane adds spiritual feelings and direction. Two is all about spirituality. All about, you cannot have some strong twos and not be spiritual about something, even if it's some wicked shit that you're doing, you spiritual about it. Number two on any plane adds spiritual feelings and direction, and the need to keep up the perfect appearance. Two is all about the appearance. What does it look like to someone else? Two is concerned with what it looks like to others, to the family, to coworkers. I mean, the two is really conscious about the need to keep up the perfect appearance for every situation, every association, every endeavor. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If it's the two, you got strong twos, you're not going to the store with your house shoes and your pajama bottoms and a t-shirt and your head wrapped up. You ladies, if you got strong two, that's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. You will go to the store now, not always like you just come out of corporate meeting, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Can I say something?
Please
Share a
do.
story.
Please do.
So I told you my mom is an 11 too, but she functions a lot like a one, but then I still see the nature of the two in her.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom didn't play that. But I grew up in that era where we didn't walk out the house with rollers and head scarves and house shoes and things like that. And it's like, even to the point now where, there's no way I'm walking out of the house just looking any kind of way, ever.
Yeah. It's not happening. Not with not with anybody with a strong 2. You got a 2 in your first step. That's strong 2 right there. That's a strong.
With the J.
Yeah, with Justel is a 23-5. So that's your first step. That's how you operate all the time. 2 and the 3, 2 and the 3, 2 and the 3. All the time. That's your first inclination. So the 2 is leading. The 2 is looking at 3 like, just chill out. We gonna get there and have fun. Just wait. Just hold up. Hold up. I got you. I'm gonna get you there. I'm gonna get you there. Right. So that 2 comes out, and that 2 is like, well, because the 3 will just go anywhere, anyway. 3 don't care. Because 3 is not concerned about what it looked like to anybody else. 3 is like, yeah, it's an opportunity. And yeah, I'm gonna step into it. Oh, I'm not dressed properly, but can I do the job anyway? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll change tomorrow. I'll come tomorrow dressed right. Yeah, that's the 3. That's what you have to balance. You have to balance that keep up that perfect appearance, the spiritual feelings and directions versus the 3. Let's pounce on this opportunity. That mixes in for your 5, 23-5. Number 2 on any plane adds spiritual feelings and directions and the need to keep up the perfect appearance for every situation, association, and endeavor. Love of beauty and other aesthetic characteristics, exceptional sense of timing and rhythm are expressed through the emotions of the number 2 people on any plane. So if you got 2 on any plane, love of beauty and other aesthetic characteristics will be yours. You have an exceptional sense of timing and rhythm, and you express that and live that through your emotions. Any comments? Any concerns?
No, I definitely agree with that. Because my life path is a 30, but my personality is an 11 too, and my birthday is a 2. So like I'll fight myself some days. I'll be like, I don't feel like getting dressed. And then I'll walk to the door and whatever I have on, and I'll turn back around and come to the room and change. And put something else on. So I'm like, I can't go out the house like this. Let's get up.
Look, go ahead.
No, I forgot Honeybee was a 2. That's why we get along so well. That makes so much sense.
Absolutely. And me, I wish y'all could see me some mornings after I've done all my rituals and I'm beginning to get dressed for the day. I literally will put something on, and I got big ass mirror. I got a mirror from the ceiling to the floor. And then I'll walk out around the corner and I'll look and I'll be like, nope. And then I'll come back and I'll put another shirt on. I'll walk back, nope. I'll change the glass. I won't leave out of here. I will not leave out of here until I look good to me. Mm-hmm. I'm not going nowhere. And that's part of, I am 2 on, today is all about, I got 2 positions playing of expression where I'm 2 on the mental and 2 on the emotional. So yeah, I'm not, and I got Venus in the first house.
I do too.
Yeah. So yeah, I come by it honest. I am not. Look, I tell you, you guys think I'm lying to you. Even when I was smoking crack, I was the best dressed one in the crack house. I don't. Yeah, I used to say this all the time. You never get a second chance to make a first impression, but you can always make a fashion statement. Always. What, Sharon? What am I saying?
I'm just waking up and I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm on one today already. I'm already on one. I'm serious. So I come by it honest, as you will see as I get into the different planes. I come by and and I've always had people, man, you just always in the right space, right place at the right time. You're always Johnny on the spot. Yeah, I got an exceptional sense of timing. Folks who see me dance don't think I got no rhythm, but I believe I got some damn rhythm, and I've always been able to recognize and appreciate and adore beauty and other fabulous aesthetic characteristics. If I have my choice to look at beauty or ugly, I'm gonna look at beauty. Someone shared with me a YouTube video about a gentleman who had not brushed his teeth in 20 years. And when I, when I,
Hey, did he have some teeth?
man, all I'm gonna say is the doctor was talking for about a minute, and then he said, well, let me show you what we started off with. They put his grill up there, and I had to turn it off because I was getting ready to get sick. I couldn't. I couldn't even scroll to the end when they got to the point where they fixed them. I couldn't. It just ruined it for me. If I have my choice, I'd rather look at something beautiful than something ugly. It's just who I am. It's in me. It's built in me like that. Built in me like that. Some of these things are natural about each of us. We're going to find out in the planes of expression. You're going to find out why you mental some way and emotional this way. And yeah, you're going to find out. Doing things very well and with explicit perfection is the desire of the number 2 on any plane, and gives opportunity for vocational and business achievement and advancement. Most 2s, I know they do shit good, well, and perfect. I mean, just you ain't finding no mistake, no nothing. And that gives them opportunity for vocational business achievement, success, advancement, whatever you want to call it. It gives them that. Too much attention to detail and going to extremes. Let me go backwards. Too much attention to detail and going to extremes can delay number 2 on any plane people.
So true.
You want to share something with that about that, Victorious?
No, it's just very true. It makes you a perfectionist. Yep. And so your work is never done. It never feels complete. It never feels perfect. And so you end up, we already had this conversation, but yeah, you end up putting off important projects. Unless you have timelines or deadlines, your work will never get done.
Absolutely. Number 2 on any plane, and any of us that have strong 2s in our names, do not get caught up in the minutia. Do not have faith in your abilities, and remember that you have done this shit successfully before. 2 is the one that forgets their past successes, even if it was yesterday, and we doubt ourselves.
Oh my gosh.
No matter how successful at the same shit that we did yesterday, we did the same shit yesterday, we doing today. However, we doubt ourselves today. Even though yesterday we did this shit, boom, mic drop, bam, morning, we wake up and now we like, oh damn, can I do it? Get out of the minutia and don't go to that extreme, because it can delay number 2 on any plane, people and 2s in general, and can cause vocational and business problems due to loss or waste of time, delays, and just missed opportunities. A 2 will paralyze themselves or be bouncing from one extreme to another to the point where they can't move, and they'll miss an opportunity.
I think I'm that. Hello?
Yeah.
I think because I'm a big procrastinator. I am a big one. And
that's 7. That's a 7. That's not the 2. Procrastination is different than paralyzing yourself because you bounce from one to the other. Procrastination is you know what to do, you just don't give a fuck and you ain't gonna do it.
Oh, okay, that's me then. God, I should shut up right now.
Yeah,
Myself.
yeah. Missing opportunity because you can't make up your mind. That's a 2. Not doing something because you just don't care or you just don't want to do it. That's a 7. Yeah, that's the 7.
Oh.
Any comments? Any comments on that? Vocational business problems due to loss and waste of time, delays, and missed opportunities because we can't make a decision, or we don't trust ourselves, even though we did this shit over and over and over again.
Hi, how are you?
I'll share a story. I literally have 2 degrees, and you've seen my writing. I'm actually a pretty good writer. And for whatever reason, because for that, I guess the reason of the 2, I always overthink and doubt myself. And yeah, I have so many projects that I'm working on and none of them get done because they never feel good enough.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And you wrench yourself about it not being exactly perfect. Yeah. You just tear yourself up until it's like you are full of optimism. You're this sponge. And then if it's not perfect, you squeeze all the water out your own ass.
Like even when I do readings for people, those get done because it's time sensitive, deadline. And then they've paid, and then I've put all this pressure on myself, but the whole time I'm like stressing myself out. And I've been doing readings for years. Yeah. But there's still always that anxiety. And then that fear of even putting myself out there. Like I don't even have a social media presence. Right. And, I'm missing opportunities here. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah. Thank you for that. Too much information, but no, it's not. Yes, Lady Deirdre.
Hi there, Mark and ladies, everyone.
Hey.
First, I want to say this. I missed last week simply because I forgot. And I forgot in 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, I have the notification. I don't know why. I don't get it, but that's how I miss us. So I just wanted to say that.
Well, we miss you too. We're glad you're back.
Thank you. The thing about the 2, I don't have my notes and I don't recall my numbers. I just know my birthday is January 28th. So there's a 2 right there.
There's a 2 in there. Yep.
But that 2 and everything that you have described sounds so much like me. It's just like, I can't move forward for procrastinating. I'm wondering what the hell is wrong with me. For the last couple of days, I've been talking out loud to myself, trying to figure out what is that thing right there that's in between. It seems like it's the slant in the 2.
Yep.
It's like, sit up, go.
Yeah, like come on, pop yourself back in right
right. And the thing is I overthink it so much till the point where I'm not doing anything, and then I just space out, and then I'm disappointed with myself day after day, time, season after season.
Absolutely.
I sure would like to get past that.
You will.
I really would, because I have so many things, like Victoria said, I have so many things that are just sitting for me to do, and stuff like that. I just wanted to share that.
Appreciate you sharing. Thank you for that. Number 2 on any plane is the number of balance, harmony, partnership. Yeah. Number 2 on any plane is the number of balance, harmony, and partnership. Having righteous and right. I'm putting the quotations around it. Relationships and supportive associations are extremely important to number 2 on any plane people and to number 2s in general. Self-consciousness will lead number 2 on any plane people into subordinate positions, negative expressions, anguish, apprehension, and anxiety. Anybody got any comments about that? I know I've had some of my times of anxiousness. Rarely have I fallen into anxiety. Rarely anguish, but there have been a lot of times I've displayed negative expressions. Yeah, I refuse to be in a subordinate position. I will quit before. Yeah, I'm just not going to do it. Not. No. No, that's a 7 in me. I'm a specialist, man. So I'm not at the bottom of shit. And I'm not starting at the bottom of nothing but my own shit. Deirdre, did you have your hand up again, or you just didn't put it down from the first time?
No, I didn't. But
Go
now
ahead.
that you asked, the truth is, I definitely feel that way. I'll sit there, but just be very careful of what you say, how you say it. Remember who you're talking to, because for some reason, my silence tends to get people in those environments to think the wrong thing about me. But yeah, I don't do that well. And at this point, it seems like the older I get, the more I speak up the truth, the less I keep silent about it.
Yeah.
It's like something's happening as I get older.
Oh, well, when we get older, our tolerance and shit meter, the tolerance level, either it goes way, mine, I don't have no room in there for no shit. So yeah, it's already full. So the older we get, that's just what happens. And the older we get, the more of who we really are comes out, and we stop really caring what other people say. The older we get, yeah, we get set in those ways. Yes, Sharon.
I just want to add to what Deirdre just said. Yes, as I get older, I am having to really like monitor my words, just make sure I'm being cool, because I'm getting to a point where I just can't take what I used to take when I was younger. I just can't do it. And it's just like immediately I want to respond and say something, especially at work, and I have to go back and speak to someone else and make sure.
It's like that neck just goes, what?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
immediately. And that's why I said, Deirdre, like I can't. It's not like I won't. It's like it's like it becomes a response now that
Yes.
immediately, just like the elders will always just say, write what's on their mind. I really don't think they can help it. Like there's no filter whatsoever.
None. The filter is gone. Yeah. And any thought of wanting to soften it and all that been way gone. Yeah, way gone. Yeah, way gone. Thank you for that, Sharon.
I actually enjoy it.
Yes.
It's really liberating to be able to just freely say what's on your mind or heart. You don't have to be, you're not trying to be nasty or anything. You're just speaking the truth.
I'm just being.
People may not like it, but it feels good because you said how you really felt.
Look, I felt great clapping back Karen yesterday.
I know you did.
And anytime that I've been in plenty of those situations, and I used to have a shirt, and I think I'm going to have one made that on the front of it says, if you don't like what I am talking about, don't ask me shit.
That's a lot of words, Mark.
I'm gonna have to fix it up and clean it up, but yeah, it really had that on there. No. It said, if you don't like what I am talking about, stop talking to me. That's what it said. That's what it said. And I still love that. I still love that. Thank you guys for sharing that. Number 2 on any plane gives a courteous nature and bolsters the character. You guys were just talking about this. Loud and public rebukes from others are not tolerated, and loud and public rebukes and disapproval may be voiced by you, even when gentleness is expressed or expected from number 2, because you do not like rough environments. You do not like loud environments. You do not like chaotic environments. You do not like none of that, Tasmanian devil come through with the fury and shaking up everything. Y'all don't like Pluto energy. No. And if somebody is getting loud in public with you, I'll be glad that I don't be around, because that is something that will bring out the knife of your intellect, the knife of your tongue, and sometimes literally a knife that's in your purse or your wallet. The two, you don't, because you guys are gentle. Everybody's gentle by nature. Having strong opinions on specific lines of thought are part of the number 2 on any plane, people. It's just part of it. Strong opinions on specific lines, sometimes to the point of escaping when others do not agree and align with you. On the other hand, I'll be leaning into my 7. I don't care if nobody agree and align with me. I'm still going to stand on my shit. Boom, come knock me over if you're bad enough. I'll be ready for a fight, especially when you don't agree or align with me. I'll be ready to fight about it. Come on, let's talk. Most people do not want to talk about their divergent beliefs. Most people want to insult you when you don't believe something exactly like they believe it. Used to be, you believe red was the best color. I believe green was the best color. Used to be, we could get together and discuss. You could tell me why you thought red was the best. I could tell you why I thought green was the best. We may not change each other's mind, but we wouldn't walk away hating each other. It's not so anymore. Strong opinions on specific lines of thought are part of the 2. Sometimes to the point of escaping. I escape into the debate. I love it. I rarely will I take anything said to me personal, regardless of what my clapback is. Most people think my clapback is because I took something personal. No, it's not because I took it personal. I'm engaged now. I love that shit. Let's go. Let's go back and forth. I got facts. You got rhetoric. We'll see who run out of shit to talk about first. Facts will never change. Your rhetoric, you're gonna get tired of that. Musical talent, illustration, and painting are all areas of healthy hobbying or creative vocations and business endeavors. Two people, can draw, can paint, crafts, all kind of that. My drawing, I draw stick people. My painting, I can lop up a bunch of paint on a wall, but that's about it. Musical talent, I think I got a little bit of musical talent. I can play a couple of instruments, and I can pretty much mimic most 70s singers. I can mimic Barry White and Frankie Beverly and Lou Rawls and Bill Withers, and so I guess that would be some musical talent. Living and being in the right environments, number 2, folks, and having a supportive and considerate companion will correct most, if not all, of the problems number 2 on any plane people and number 2s in general may encounter. Real simple for the 2 to live without problems: living and being in the right environments, and having a supportive and considerate companion, and take care of pretty much every one of the problems for number 2 on any plane and 2s in general. The ability to bring people together for a common cause is definitely a vocational, business, and entrepreneurial asset. For number 2 on any plane and number 2 folks in general. Any questions, any comments? Nope. Do I have anyone that has a 2 on any plane that's on the call? Okay, which one, honeybee?
My birthday is a 2, and my personality is an 11 too.
Okay, all right. The physical plane. Physical plane, this is if you have a 2, if you have 2 physical numbers in your given name at birth. If you just have 2, they will land on the physical plane. Physical plane, 2 on the physical, has a person with 2 on the physical has natural physical balance. Natural. It's natural in you. You weren't the awkward kid, baby, taking one step and falling over and bumping your head and all that. If you had 2 on the physical, yeah, you got the walking shit down the first time. Yep. You may have wobbled and got your balance, and then you're like, hey, oh, I can do this. Boop, 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 boop. Walking was easy. And any other physical things, developmental that we go through as babies and as toddlers, if you have 2 on the physical, you're naturally picked up that shit. Naturally. Number 2 on the physical gives physical sensitivity and can lack in self-confidence. You could either be sensitive about your body makeup, sensitive about maybe maybe you 5'3" and you want to be 6'3". Maybe you 7 foot and you want to be 5 foot. I don't know. Maybe you weigh 100 pounds and you want to weigh more, or maybe you weigh more and you want to weigh less. Whatever it is, if you're 2 on the physical, you'll be sensitive to whatever it is. You'll never really be happy and satisfied with your body. Never really will. And you can lack in self-confidence on things, especially physical. Anything physical, anything you have to do that's physical. You will lack in self-confidence. 2 on the physical has a tremendous need to be with people and the group and the crowd. 2 on the physical possesses tremendous attention to detail. It's just like part of your nature. Part of your nature. 2 on the physical is very charming and clever when they're physically gathering facts and data. They're smooth with it. Smooth with it. Can be inwardly afraid of doing anything big without the assistance and or approval of others. And 2 on the physical plane is often uncertain and can stress out if situations and conditions are not just right. I mean, have physical reaction where they'll faint, shit ain't right, have an anxiety attack, hyperventilate, all of that. If the situation or the conditions are just not right, yeah, often uncertain. 2 will go into a place, and if they don't feel right about it, shit, they'll turn around and come out. They don't care what's going on in there. They'll turn around and come out. 2 on the physical will. Absolutely. Any comments? Okay. On the mental plane, I am 2 on the mental. I have a 1 in Mark, and I have a 1 in Edward. It's only one. I don't have any 8s in my name, not through the letters. So I have 2 1s in my name. So that makes me 2 on the mental. Remember, 1s and 8s are mental numbers. So 2 on the mental plane. Anyone with 2 on the mental plane has natural mental balance. Not going to be, can't come out of left field and surprise me too much with anything mentally. And yeah, I'm balanced mentally and I'm quick on the draw. I have a superconductor processor computer of information inside of here. And I can recall shit like that. Just like that. I'm 2 on the mental. It's not because I think I'm better than anybody or I'm smarter than this or no. It's because I am 2 on the mental. I am natural like this. It's a natural thing. It's so natural. I don't even know when it happens. It just happens. Like yesterday when she come out asking about my information, I just on the fly just said, yep, you tell me yours, I'll tell you mine. Just that quick. 2 on the mental gathers and collects knowledge, information, and things, stuff. Definitely a gatherer and a collector of knowledge and information. I got so much information that I've stored inside of this super processor. Ken Griffey Jr.'s lifetime batting average 304. I still know a bunch of stats from a bunch of sports, and I'm a gatherer and a collector of knowledge, information, and possessions. 2 on the mental, although naturally agreeable and considerate, has strong convictions and firm beliefs. Yeah, I'm a naturally agreeable, naturally considerate, but yeah, I got what I believe in and what I stand by. Yeah, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone about it. Leave me alone. And you can have your own convictions and beliefs, and they're fine. You can have them as long as I can have mine, because I'm gonna have mine. Number 2 on the mental plane, can be afraid to take on too much without outside assistance. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. I have learned to overcome that through self-knowledge and self-mastery, meditation and breath work and visualization and all of that, and doing those steps that I talk about, those 88 steps. Yet and still, that is still a very big part of me and anyone with 2 on the mental. Anybody 2 on the mental, you can be hesitant, afraid, hesitant to take on too much without outside assistance. I'm gonna take on my part, but hey, you're not dumping this whole shit on me without I knowing that somebody's gonna come and help. I ain't doing all this shit by myself. That's how I feel. That's how I'll be feeling. Yeah, I'll gladly do my part. But I ain't doing it all. Not when it's something outside, when it's an outside thing. Now, my own shit, yeah, I'll do all of it. My own. Sure will. 2 on the mental plane, feels it truly knows a lot. I feel that. However, may be too sensitive to tell that to folks. Some of y'all already know that. It's been a long time since I've been too sensitive to tell folks that I know a lot. I do know a lot. Not bragging. I'm not doing this to brag or to boast or anything. I know a lot. I've read a lot of damn books. and a lot of manuals and a lot of contracts, and I've done a lot of shit in my life, and I've had myriad of jobs and myriad of experiences and myriad of adventures. And I have an uncanny knack that anything I ever read once, it is in my permanent memory. I have a photographic memory. I read some shit once, that's it. It's always there. Jolene, you have a good one, and we'll see you next time you can make it. So because of all that shit that I've read and all the shit I've done, yeah, I feel and I know that I know a lot. Yes, honeybee.
So I think I'm confused. The way that you're calculating your planes, have you ever seen me do the numbers on a chart, like a little tic-tac-toe chart?
No.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how you calculate your
planes of expression.
Yeah.
Okay. The numbers 1 and the number 8 are mental numbers. So how many A, J's, and S's do you have? A's, J's, and S's, and how many H, Q's, and Z's do you have in your full given name at birth?
I have 1 8 and no ones.
No A's, J's, or S's?
No.
Okay, so you have 1 8. So you are a 1 on the mental. Yeah, you're 1 on the mental plane. Yep, all the mental 1s and 8s are mental numbers.
Okay. And then the physical is
physical. Dang it. 4s and 5s are physical. 1s and 8s are mental. 2s, 3s, and 6s are emotionals, and 7s and 9s are intuitive. I get that right, you guys? I think I did. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So I have
Yeah.
So I have mostly it's like I have 5 3s. I have 5 3s, 5 5s, 5 9s, 3 7s. It's like mostly intuitive.
Okay. Yeah.
And some emotionals.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you got some 2s, 3s, and 6s. Hold on, Courtney. I'll give you your numbers right now. Hold on.
Okay.
You are 5 on the physical, 1 on the mental, 8 on the emotional, and 8 on the intuitive.
Good Lord.
Yeah. So, and then on the emotional plane, if you're 2 on the emotional plane, I am 2 on the emotions. Also, I have 2 emotional numbers in my name. Those that are 2 on the emotional plane. Courtney, do you have your hand up again? Or you just
No, I just forgot to put it down. Sorry.
Okay. 2 on the emotional plane. If you're 2 on the emotion, you have natural emotional balance. Take a lot to get an emotional response from me. Takes an awful lot, one way or the other. Normally I'm emotional. Doesn't mean I don't have outbursts and I don't have joy in my life and I don't walk around. I walk around singing and dancing and messing with folks and just I'll be singing in my car and all of that all the time. But I'm naturally emotionally balanced. You're not going to get, especially if you want a certain reaction, you're not going to get it. No, not going to get it. 2 on the emotional is very sensitive to music, rhythm, and timing. I've always known the deeper vibrations of music and rhythm and timing and time. Very sensitive. It can move me. I believe that as much of the natural healing methods that I used back in 2009, I also used Frankie Beverly and Mays live in Los Angeles soundtrack for some healing. He's the queen of clubs. Emotional. I was very sensitive to the frequency of that music. Very, 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 very sensitive. And it's a positive sensitivity that I have to his music and to some other music and to rhythm and to timing. 2 on the emotional receives ideas and impressions through emotional sensitivity. I feel Metatron presence. I feel thoughts. I emote with. I hang out with them 2 cats. It's an emotion, much more than just a mental. I'm making it up. No, well, I wouldn't make it up because I'm mentally balanced anyway. It's a feeling. It's an emotional exchange between my spirit guides and myself. Anyone else have an emotional exchange between your spirit guides and yourself, or is it all just a mental thing? Anybody else involve themselves with an emotional exchange with their spirit guides or with those that you are connecting with? All right, very good, Deirdre. Thank you. Very, 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 very good. 2 on the emotional. Very good, honeybee. Very good. 2 on the emotional. This is funny to me right here because I'm gonna laugh at this, even though it's true. 2 on the emotional always needs, wants, and desires love, consideration, and must stay in the right environment. Now, that is so true. However, I love on a higher plane. So love in the society and in the 3D sense, that's overrated. And it's misdefined here in 3D. The word LOVE is misdefined. But 2 on the emotional. Even though I may out of my mouth say I don't give a fuck, I do. I care about what y'all think. I care about what the folks who come through and are on these calls and are watching this. Yeah. I care. I do. But this part is truly correct. I must stay in the right environment. If I am not constantly in the right environment, it's gonna be a problem. Then you're gonna get the side of the 7 that can chop down a tree, and that's not pretty. Number 2 on the emotional plane will definitely share with others and will become extremely negative when left alone for too long of a period. Oh, I'm giving all of the kryptonite away tonight. All of it, but it's all good. It's all good. Any comments about number 2 on the emotional? Nope. All right. And lastly, Number 2 on the intuitive plane. Number 2 has natural intuitive balance, or what I would like to rename and classify right now. You got natural common sense. People with 2 on the intuitive. You have natural intuitive. You know, intuition, your intuition will keep you from doing some crazy stuff. Your intuition is common sense. Common sense will keep you from doing crazy stuff. My intuition will tell me, man, don't go in there and rob that store, man, because that's not cosmically good, and that's not aligning with your highest self. My common sense will say, don't go in there and rob the store, because if you do, your ass is going to jail. Got half a dozen of one, 12, 6 of the other. You 2 on the intuitive plane, you have natural intuitive balance or natural common sense. 2 on the intuitive can be ultra sensitive to spiritual facts, religion, and other forms of spirituality. What I mean by that, 2 on the intuitive plane, them could be your zealots, them could be the folks that is thumping their books and you know, standing on corners and doing all of those things. And those are the ones that will that will defend their spiritual facts, their religion, or other forms of spirituality to the death. Be very careful when engaging with anyone that is 2 on the intuitive plane. 2 on the intuitive plane has tremendous ability to feel, impressionable, sensitive, feel the actual physical, the actual feel, and has a hard time understanding why others do not understand that about them. Has a very hard time understanding why don't you get it? I just feel this. I don't know why it's going on. I just feel this. Why are you doubting me? I just feel it. I don't get it. They have a hard time when others just don't understand and or accept that. And 2 on the intuitive, they when they have that feeling, they are hardly ever wrong. Strong impression. And 2 on the intuitive plane can be spiritually or religiously radical and or extreme. And I will leave your interpretation of radical and extreme to your own self. However, we all know some spiritual or religious radicals, and we all know some spiritual or religious extremists, and they all ain't from overseas. Some of us got some spiritual and religious radicals in our own families and our own bloodlines, or spiritual or religious extremists in our own families and our own bloodline. Some of us could be spiritually radical. I'm quite sure my family believes I'm spiritually radical. I am sure, and extreme. I'm sure. However, I believe for the purposes of this call and this lesson, I believe you folks know what I am truly meaning when I say spiritually and religiously radical and or extreme. Those folks are the ones that whatever they are announcing that they're going to do spiritually or religiously, believe their ass. Believe them. Be it good, bad, ugly, or unexpected. Believe it. Believe it. Because they're going to do it. Any comments, any questions about the intuitive plane or any other plane that we have covered today, or the number 2 on any plane? No? right. Well, if there will be no comments or anything, this has been a lovely, lovely opportunity to come before you again. And this has been On the Sevens with Pi Frisbee Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. We do go through the 88 steps into our mastered self. And I guarantee you, if you continue having On the Sevens with Pi Frisbee Metatron as a part of your soul's journey, somewhere along the way, your mastered self awaits you. I come here to help each and every one of us unlock the cosmic code in our names so that we can start happening to life instead of allowing life to happen to us. And whenever I say goodbye, it is never forever. It is always just for now. So with that, I am signing off by saying goodbye for now.
Good night.
Thank you, Mark. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.